Hey, we're back on the air. Dick Jansen out covering news. I hope it's not too funny. And so we're back here on the air. Dick Jansen has been out covering wrecks throughout the day. The first wreck is on Daniels Creek Road early this morning. This is one we got too late, but we're able to see the car and the damage. It's incredible damage on this car, which is really close to the field at Collinsville High School. Tell us about it, Dick.
Well, I think the interesting thing about this accident is the vehicle, obviously it looks total. There's damage to the front, there's damage to the right side of the vehicle all throughout, and as well as on the back side. And the way it's up against the tree, as we're seeing in the footage here, I'm very curious as to exactly how this all unfolded. You can see the tire tracks there slightly on the ground. And as you can see, the vehicle, it's just devastating damage. We did get there just moments late, so we're hoping that the driver is okay in this situation. But again, all this information is coming in as we release it. We get it as we release it. A lot of debris on the ground, and that's almost all that we have on this right now. We're hoping that Bob Sharp will have an update for us on this. And again, this happened earlier in the afternoon, and just tragic accident. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of these during the holidays with the adverse weather.
Yeah, of course, these wrecks do seem to have at least weather related for sure. Now, the next wreck I haven't had a chance to see, which occurred near Walmart this afternoon, and tell us what you can about this wreck that happened really just minutes ago.
Well, if they're talking about the wreck that's on the screen right now, this occurred probably, let's say, within the last hour to hour and a half. The fire squad were there, ambulance crews were there, law enforcement was there. There were two occupants in the car, one occupant there in the truck. Both vehicles having major damage to them, as you'll see throughout the video. Also note the amount of debris on the ground. Must have been a horrible collision. We got there moments just after it occurred. The lady in the vehicle passenger side was currently being, restrained to a certain degree. She said she was fuzzy, didn't understand what had happened or what was going on. So she's hopefully she'll be doing okay. The driver of that vehicle, of the car, seemed to be doing okay. It seems to be some boyfriend or husband or something of the passenger. Now, in the older vehicle, appears to be a senior citizen. And you can see by the damage done to the vehicle on the screen, just an intense damage. I feel like both vehicles, if not are totaled, are very, very close to being totaled.
Now, I understand
and again, most likely weather-related.
Right. We're seeing a gentleman who was he involved in the wreck there without his shirt on? Was he in the accident?
I'm not exactly 100% sure on that. I mean, I feel like he was, due to he was on the scene just as quick as we were. I believe he was actually there before we were. I believe he is the husband or boyfriend to the lady that is sitting next to him in the passenger seat. Again, just a tragic accident, as you'll be seeing throughout the video. Both vehicles are definitely heavily damaged, which is not good. And, of course, the EMTs there, the first responders, wanted to make sure they were doing everything proper, checking for consciousness and any, existential wounds, things that, you might not be able to see to the naked eye. And they said that this one is going. I heard those words used specifically in reference to the female. This one is going to go. So I assume that means they were going to transport her directly to the hospital by rescue squad.
All right, there you can see the emergency folks trying to get these folks out of the vehicles. Obviously, did they have a tough time doing that, or what did they have to deal with here?
Well, keeping in mind that we arrived on the scene shortly after the accident, the first thing that, in my mind, that the EMTs go through when they arrive onto the scene, and that's first, survey the situation, see how bad the damage is, if anyone is in need of immediate assistance. In this case, it seemed for the most outside, exterior-wise, these guys seem to be okay. So then you're able to go into a bit of a more minor check and things of that nature to make sure, check for other things. When they usually get to the scene and they'll ask questions, what's your name, what day is it, how many fingers are holding up, that's to see how lucid the person involved in the vehicle may be to kind of, suss up the situation.
All right.
And in this one, I'm not sure if they were both going or not to the hospital, but one victim of the accident is definitely on their way to the hospital. And you can see the great care that they're putting into transporting this individual, because you just really don't know. You just really don't know how bad it is until they get there to get checked out. And I do believe she was in a state of shock.
All right, I understand that there was a little bit of a confrontation with her boyfriend or relative there on the scene. I think that'll be coming up here momentarily, that I've been told. What happened there?
Well, you know, we come across this quite frequently when we come to an accident. Anytime family members or someone is involved, you know, they get very protective. But I would also like to remind folks at home that as much as they think the camera is hurting the situation, it's actually an attempt to help that situation. You just never know what's going to happen, and here you have the whole incident recorded on camera. Which
all right, let's listen in.
This gentleman was failing to understand.
Yeah, I don't mind. All day long. I love it.
You know, if the paramedics did something wrong, man, this could actually help you, just so you know.
But see, I just don't want it in my face.
I understand.
I don't have time. You have to respect other people's stuff, man. Their privacy. See, you're just... Listen, bruh, do you mind with the camera on me?
Give me the umbrella.
I'll take care of you. I don't have a way over to the hospital.
In a sense, he went and sought that attention.
First, say that again.
In a sense, he kind of, you know, really sought that attention from the cameras, actually going to them. Anytime you walk up to a camera and start talking, you're going to, you know, put yourself in more of the spotlight.
Yeah, and I do agree with that. And I just wish more folks realize that in these situations, they really don't realize how important it is to have a camera crew there. Basically, it really helps keep everyone in check. It also keeps the community informed. And it also goes to show what a great job that our first responders do as far as being checked for medical. There were folks there directing traffic. I mean, so much goes into one of these situations, and I really don't believe that people are aware of, you know, what really is all involved in saving someone's life.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Dick. We've got